President Donald Trump's tariffs have been the top conversation and a heated one in America's latest trade war. In this edition of Ozarks Tonight, Dr. Brian Calfano speaks with a Stanford scholar to help us understand this economic issue.
Cut through the clutter with Color 10 News analyst Brian Calfano. Now on Ozarks Tonight.
President Trump's tariff policies are the talk of trade experts the world over. And to put the president's approach in perspective, we're joined tonight by phone by Stanford University fellow Dr. Rachel Gillum.
There's few things that economists across the board tend to agree on, and the idea that tariffs are overall bad for economies is one of those things that almost all economists agree on. In simplest terms, international trade, receiving goods from all around the world increases the number of products consumers can choose from, and it causes the cost of these products to decrease because companies have to compete, right? So what tariffs do is that it's essentially just a tax on goods coming in from overseas. And what this does is it raises prices for consumers basically on all goods. And this can be, bad for a variety of reasons. Again, it's another tax on the average American, and for the sake of protecting, big business. But also, as we've seen with China, it often results in retaliatory tariffs. So China has now put tariffs on many American goods that our factories ship overseas to China. And so that really hurts American companies as well. And again, overall, many believe that long-term, these type of tariffs can slow the economy more broadly. We might see investment slow, and also it depends on what, China does in retaliation. So far, they've been targeting electoral districts and sectors that are among Trump supporters to try to get President Trump to reverse his policies. President Trump has responded by trying to protect those industries like farmers further by giving further government support and subsidies. It could be another year before we see the true effects of these type of tariffs. And it also depends if further tariffs are implemented and on what good. President Trump and his administration are using some might say hardline strategies to get countries to move on sort of policies that we've had in place for many years. And so I think in some cases the goal is that, sort of this hardline rhetoric and these tariffs would result in bringing people to the table to terms that are more agreeable to the United States. So far, in some cases we've seen that with Mexico on some items. Other cases it's just resulted in retaliatory tariffs and, heightened tensions and things like this. So we'll wait and see if it shakes out the way we would like to. I think the ultimate goal is to, again, remove any tariffs, of course, with terms that, more greatly benefit the United States.